And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the one only Rebar Show with your main man, myself, JP, motherfucking Fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy. Got the chains. Forgot to put them on. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy. It's your boy. JP, motherfucking Fingers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the one only Rebar Show is brought to you by the big dog, Sir Louis Cigar. Hit him up on Instagram at Sir Louis Cigars. Swing that big boutique dick around. Take care of your humidor. Take care of yourself. Ooh, bearded buffalo. My beard's coming back. I made a decision. I made a life choice to grow my beard back for the winter. The entire time I've been using at Bearded Buffalo Oils. Hit them up. A local. Shop small. Shop boutique. Hit them up. Ooh. What do I use in my humidor? What do I take care of my cigars with? What do I take care of my weed with? It's legal here. I can say it. Humasmart. Hit them up. Humasmart.com. Take care of your life. Get your life together with these three guys. Check yourself before you wreck yourself and you fuck all your cigars up. At all these fine establishments, you guys got to use promo code REBAR. Save some money. Pay it forward. Spend it back there. I don't care what you do with the money you save, but do something with it. Do something with it. Ladies and gentlemen, the one only Rebar Show. We do the disclaimer. We don't do the disclaimer. I really don't care whether the disclaimer's there. I might say something that might offend you. The guest might say something that might offend you. In no way we mean to offend you. We might not. It's whatever. Don't get butt hurt. Make like a horse's dick hit the road if you don't like what we're saying. It's not affiliated with any of the sponsors. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest we have on the show right now is, I want to say a couple guys have been chasing you to get you on the show, and now they can't be here because they're busy. And I was like, fuck it, I'm not missing up this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony fucking Bellato. Tony Bellato, what's going on? Give us a little rundown of Tony Bellato, what Tony Bellato is, what Tony Bellato does.
What's up, man? I wish I was shotgunning a Twisted Tea with you right now.
November 8th, the border opens, and I'm just saying it will happen in 2021.
That's a Cincinnati project. But anyway, I'm Tony Bellato. I own La Barba Cigars. I'm also a part owner and founder of Lost and Found Cigars with my friend Robert Caldwell. I also am a certified sommelier and alcoholic, not anonymous. I am not anonymous about being an alcoholic. I like to drink and smoke and hang out with my friends.
Functioning alcoholic.
Yes.
Functioning.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in the trade, so that makes it okay. Right?
Sommelier.
Exactly. So
now you're not even an alcoholic. You're just a sommelier.
Yeah, it's for work, so I have to do it.
Working 24/7, 365.
Exactly. I wake up and I work. Sometimes.
A wine bottled yesterday is going to be different in a week from now. It's going to be different 3 days from when it was bottled. Much like a beer, much like a Twisted, much like anything. I must have been from my hands, the fucking hand cream I used. That fucking Twisted Tea, I must put my finger over the fucking thumb hole. It tasted very perfumey.
Dude, you are Italian if you're using hand cream. I'm going to tell you that.
I mean, the tracksuit, the chains. These are glasses, but there's actually no frame in them.
We need to, what we need to do when the border opens is we need to like mani-pedi it together. Like meet halfway and like mani-pedi it up.
I love a good mani-pedi, 100%. And I got to be honest, I haven't gone since COVID. My fucking toenails, because I fucking wear work boots every day, are like, I feel bad when I do get it done. Like my fucking toes are fucked right now. I mean, my fingers, I always get a discount because I'm missing a couple of them. That's why they call me JP Fingers. Good old country boy, man. That's a dirt bike sprocket right there. They took him off. All right. How long you been you've been on so many shows. It's Tony fucking Bellato right now. We gotta fucking put our minds together. We gotta think of something fucking creative. Something very creative to ask Tony. How different is the industry now compared to when you got into it? In good ways and in bad ways.
Oh, fuck, man. I mean, I've been in it my whole life, so I've seen it all, right? So I was a kid, but in the 90s, cigar boom was insane. I mean, my dad was getting pallets of cigars that were like $2 every 3 days.
That's crazy.
He was getting Fuente containers.
Was your dad the guy hijacking Fuente containers?
Maybe.
Hey, I
Or
like
Italian. I mean, I
I
don't
like
know.
the fact you didn't say yes and you didn't say no.
Well, I'm Italian and I'm from Youngstown. I didn't see anything. I don't know anything.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I didn't see anything.
Heck, you tell me. I don't know.
But yeah, man. So I saw it in the '90s during the boom, and then when I started making cigars in 2012, it was a completely different environment than it is even today. Um, the boutique market, quote unquote, has kind of exploded again, and there's kind of a resurgence of a cigar boom. I don't know if it's mini or maxi, but
It's any.
yeah. I mean, it's been an interesting ride, man. I mean, I actually started in as an adult in cigars in 2002, probably 2001. So there wasn't that much, out there as far as boutiques, other than the classics that are now classics, like Tatuaje came around 2005, Illusione, those guys are, now icons. But
And the size was a lot haggard back then too.
the which?
The size of cigars too.
Yeah. So I never knew. I remember the only 6x60 on the market at the time was La Gloria Cubana. It was like, what is going on? Ernie.
You want the donkey dick? You want the black guy dick? You want the Hawaiian dick? What sort of dick do you want? What size do you like? What the fuck? So fucking bizarre. Sorry, I interrupted. Got to say,
You're fine. Now I'm thinking about dicks, so we're gonna have to move on quickly, I think.
Just a couple Italian dicks.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I interrupted. So yeah, in your eyes, being in there that long, right? Let's say, fuck, what 20? No, not 20. Fuck. Now my math's gonna be bad. 17 years. 17 to let's say 17 to fucking 20 some odd years.
Well, my allowance came from price stickering Chateau Fuentes in the 90s. So I would say 95.
Okay, so
95. Been in the business since 95.
And you're in 83, no, 84, baby.
84, yeah.
84 kicking in the door.
Yeah. I was stealing Natch. So my dad would come home from the RTDA. I was like 15 maybe with a bunch of shit. And I always knew like what he was going to smoke and what he wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'd always steal I remember smoking Nat Sherman Fantasia cigarettes in my fort when I was like 15 years old or some shit.
Great cigarettes though. Great fucking cigarettes.
I mean, yeah, of course. Unfortunately, they no longer exist, but
how many times have you been to Nat Sherman in New York City?
Only a handful, man. Only probably like 4 or 5.
Super vibey down there. Like when you go downstairs, super fucking vibey. Like a lot of weird vibes. I don't know.
I've only been to the new store once. I think the old store I was at more than the new store, quote unquote. Yeah. Like the one on Fifth Avenue, I was at more than the one on Madison. I think it is.
Okay, yeah. What's one thing you would change from when you started in cigars? What would you bring forward to now in the world of cigars?
I think what we're doing now, man, I think that this transition with Lost and Found and like this like hyper age stuff, I wish it was around back then. I think that's one thing I would change. The Lost and Found stuff we're doing now is pretty dope, I think.
It's I mean, number one, it's marketed fucking insane.
Thank you.
The marketing to it is it's the great marketing. And every one that I've had that's been out, it's fucking great. Like, it's great cigars. Yeah.
And that's the point, man. I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter what the band is or
Yeah.
or whatever. If it's good, like we were talking about earlier, like pre-show, it's like the same with like wine and whiskey and beer and coffee and cigars. Like if it's good and you like it, indulge it and don't give a fuck about what anybody else has to say to you about it.
Yeah,
You know
don't
what
let
I
the
mean?
company change your fucking mind on a cigar, on a
Yeah.
fucking bottle of boot, on whatever. Like, there's people out there that'll say, "Oh, Ford sucks. Fucking, I had one Ford and I had to spend this much money on it." But you know what I mean? Whatever this, but that's the same with anything. I get it. It's something that's fucking made by fucking humans. Majority of the time, like, yeah, there's going to be an error in there.
Excuse me, but that's what's great about like this industry of handmade stuff is like
Yeah,
there's so many out there and there's so many options you can have. I'm blessed if somebody wants to smoke my cigars, but if you don't like them, it's not because it's a bad product. It's just because it's not your palate. You know, it's my job to make sure that all the stuff that I release and make for you guys is the best that I could possibly do. And it may not be for you. And if it's not, then that's cool. Just let me know about it. Let me know why you didn't like it so I can improve. And let me know what you like so I can make something that can maybe be in your wheelhouse.
so here's what I try to relate to stuff like that, right? So if everybody liked your cigar, you would really only have to create one cigar. And now there's no other competition around. So you can now charge what you want to charge, whether it's the most expensive cigar, every cigar you create, or the least expensive cigar you create. Competition is there is what drives your company,
Correct.
right? Whether
And
it's cigars, fuck cigarettes, alcohol, you know what I mean? Like, let's say there was just one craft beer place. Well, they could do whatever the fuck they want. They could charge whatever the fuck they want. They can, yeah.
well, and the cool thing about the cigar industry is that we're all friends. So it's healthy competition. It drives us to be better, you know, as a group, as a collective group. Like
Yeah.
we were talking, I'm friends with the Foundation guys, the Luzione guys. I'm friends with the Tatuai guys. I'm friends with all these guys. And,
I don't
you
like
know,
Skip Martin. I don't like Skip Martin. I love Rosales. I don't like Skip Martin.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like hate him personally. I just say it on every episode.
Oh, that's your every episode thing.
My hands smell like what Skip would just permeate of constantly.
That's interesting.
Cigar, a little bit of liquor, and olives.
Olives.
Olives, yeah. So you know what? We'll get into that right now. All right. What are you smoking? What are you drinking? Mr. Tony, Mr. Bellato.
So right now I'm smoking the Antique 2006, the new Lost and Found line.
Okay.
This stuff's crazy. I mean, I think one of them we have 3 boxes of. That's how like crazy the shit is. So I have the 2006. I don't know if I can make the camera make it see it.
It looks like a great
Oh,
size.
it's like a little Panatella.
Okay. That's good. That's a great size.
But yeah, it's the new Antique line 2006. Connecticut wrapper. It's very good. My favorite. I'm drinking a local beer. It's an Italian. I gotta pull it out of my koozie.
Is that out of a Yeti?
It's actually a brewmate from my other friends at Birdfish Brewery.
So when Yeti first came out, very pretentious. The brewmate is probably it's obviously fucking sick. Like they sell it crazy. But like just the fact when somebody says it's not a Yeti, it's a brewmate.
Well, yeah, I'm a super pretentious guy. I went to school for wine.
I mean, I would love to crush a couple bottles of wine with you. I mean, I just they're like, Tony, you gotta tell JP he can't drink from the bottle. Pull it away from his mouth. Pull it away from his mouth. Can't be. He's spilling it now. He's fucking spilling it.
What we gotta do is we gotta drink some Dago Red out of a juice glass together. You know what I mean? The old juice glasses have some sauce. Wife beater it. Play some poker.
I don't even know how to play poker. Well, I mean, I know how to play poker a little bit, but like, my mind can't fucking concentrate that long on like more than a hand.
Well, it's probably because you're Canadian. You're too nice to play poker.
I just like, I'm all in. It's yours here. I'm all
Yeah,
in.
just take
I
it.
fold.
Just
I
take
fold.
it.
I'm all in,
Just
but I
take it.
fold here.
I have a royal flush, but it's
No, no,
fine.
I got the royal flush.
I know
You got nothing. You
you're
got nothing. I'm
struggling
like, no,
right
you tell me what
now.
you have. It's yours.
Yeah,
I don't even need to know you have. It's yours. I just got
you're
fucking this and all that. Yeah, it's
yeah,
yeah,
you're
it's all yours.
struggling right now. It's fine.
Fucking economy is just fuck.
COVID, I get it. Here's all my chips.
Small business stuff like
Mhm.
that. Nobody ever started up a fucking GoFundMe for the rebar. Fuck, I was just out here struggling on my own. I just had my boys, literally just had my boys recently pick up all my mail in the fucking United States. And I think I had like fucking 200 cigars sitting at my buddy's house. COVID first started, right? I had 30, 40 cigars sitting at my boy's house. Yeah, I'll get it next weekend. I'll get it next week. You don't care, right? You don't care that it's fucking, I'm getting shit sent there. Yeah. Once the border opens up in fucking 2 weeks, once COVID's over, I'll fucking go down there and pick it up. Fucking a month later, it's got to be opening next month. It's got to be opening next month. People are still mailing shit there, and I'm like, fuck. So don't tell me I got to change my address on fucking everything. By the way, try send it to fucking Canada now. You have a fucking 20% chance it's going to make it here.
Do we have like an idea of when things are going to get back to normal with the border? Because I know
According to Canada right now,
Mexico, they don't give a shit in Mexico. Like you can come back and forth through Mexico whenever you want.
have you ever had a good mezcal?
I've had a lot of good mezcals.
When you drink too much of it, that's just a Mexico vibe where you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Like you get drunk off tequila or mezcal, you're like, yeah, punch me in the arm as hard as you can. I don't care.
Fuck it.
Meanwhile, you're talking to a fucking bull, and the bull's just fucking headbutt. You're like, nothing like a good tequila drunk, actually. You know what? All right. What am I smoking? What am I drinking? Well, out of my Peter James case, support local. Peter James is my boy, my golf buddy, my fucking man. I pulled out, first time smoking this, actually, La Barba. Terrible. I've had the Ricochet before, but I'm smoking the La Barba. Terrible.
You got that from Sir Lewis, huh?
I got that from Herfed, actually.
Oh, okay.
Herfed is like basically, I'm pretty sure he's a distribution person for everybody who they can't find stuff anymore. He just has it. Actually, Herfed is the co-host of the show. He officially took that reign over last week. Yeah, Herfed sent me that.
That's a hard cigar to find. I mean, there was only.
It's good. It is good.
I think 50 bundles of 10.
Really, and I want to say he's got a fucking bundle, maybe two. Maybe Herfed's got his connections. He's another Italian guy. A lot of pasta, a lot of cologne, hella lot of wife beaters, tank tops, stuff like that. You just don't ask questions. I got this. You want one? Yeah. I don't even want to answer you. I don't want to sound.
Where'd it come from? I don't know.
Sus. Don't want to sound suspect. What am I drinking? I actually have a menage a trois of beverages going on here. I have the Canadian version of a twisted tea, the American vintage. How funny is that? American vintage, but it's made in Canada up in British Columbia by Seattle. Hard iced tea. It's good. I like shotgunning them. I like drinking them. It's quenching, refreshing. In the bourbon glass, I am doing the Smoke Wagon from my buddy Ronnie. Smoke Wagon bourbon. It's 100 proof. It's good stuff. Tastes like a thin Noah's Mills. It's got that cinnamon bite to it, but it's thin. It ain't fucking gonna bang up your stomach all hard. And just because there's a lot of Miller fans here right now, I have the Rebartini. So a couple olives in the bottom, splash of olive juice, dump the MGD on top. You have yourself a Rebartini. It's good. It takes the carbonation out of it. You can slam these fucking things. What we're smoking, what we're drinking is brought to you by Pure Haven. You want the cigar to smoke, you can't find it anywhere at all. Regardless of what it is, regardless of how fancy it is or how fancy it isn't, you guys got to hit them up on Instagram at Pure Haven. Hit them up. Drop promo code Rebar. Don't do anything there, but just fucking give your boy some support. That's it. At Pure Haven. Just fucking swim in the sponsors. Swim in the sponsors. I mean, I could take care of you for anything. What do you need? You need to, you know what? Let me float this to you your way. You know what I mean? Just about taking care of yourself. When is
You got to be sponsored, man. That's the key to life.
bro, I'm
You need
rolling
to get
around like a
sponsored.
fucking NASCAR. I just sold the windshield on my fucking car on my '07 Kia Magentis that my parents gave me. I just sold the windshield on it to fucking Cigars International. I can't even see nothing. My wipers just say fucking Macanudo.
I don't even know that we have a Kia Magentis in the United States.
So I never drove it up until about a year ago. My parents are retiring, and they're just like, "You want this car? Like we can like literally our laws
What,
are
is,
they can
what kind of car is it? Is it like an SUV or like a car? Or?
mid to full size sedan, fucking black thing, black outside, black inside, fully loaded, leather, heated seats, uh great on fuel. I'm about 5,000 miles over an oil change right now though, but I'm still getting 400 miles to a tank, so I don't care. Um, it's just comfortable. I mean, normally, like, for the past 9 years, I drove a fucking
What's
Jeep Wrangler.
is there an
And
American version of this Kia Magenti?
it's probably like a Toyota Corolla, or a Toyota fucking, not a Corolla, but what's the other one?
The Camry.
Camry. It's literally like when I first met my wife, she had like the fucking exact same thing, but it was a Camry. And I mean, the visors they don't stay up there on their own anymore. So I got to tuck it behind the rearview mirror. I mean, it's a fucking beast. It's good on fuel. I hardly drive for work, but I don't even know where I was going with that car. What was I saying about that car?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if you drive on the fucking left or right up there.
It depends what day of the week it is and what time. Am I
I feel
coming
like
home?
right now for you, you're on the left side. 7:30. You're
Coming
driving
home
left side.
coming home from golf. It's dark now. It gets dark at like 6:40 now. Yeah, I'm 100% left side right now.
Left side.
Middle to leftish. But I mean, I'm still. They're like, maybe he's turning. Maybe he's turning. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing them the fucking curveball. They don't know. Nobody knows. Um, what do you drive? What are you driving right now? You don't got to tell me your license plate, but what are you driving right now?
I actually just got a new car. I have a 2019 Ford Explorer Platinum Edition.
Oh, fucking exploders.
It's got massaging seats.
Are you
It's
kidding
nice
me?
air conditioned seats. It's
See, you always hear
my
that.
buddy's a manager of the Ford dealership, so I have to drive a Ford because he's like one of my best friends. So
Do
I
you have
always got to get a
stickers
Ford.
on it?
Stickers?
Yeah, I feel like you need to have that fucking switchblade thing right on the fucking back window of it.
No, man. If I put a sticker on my car, you could kill me. You could drive down here from Niagara to Youngstown.
Fucking taking the Lake Erie route.
Yep. Just go right around and kill me if I had stickers on my car.
You know what? On my Kia, because it's so cherry, no stickers on it. My Jeep, I got stickers on it.
Well, Jeep, you expect to have stickers.
I
Right?
wave at everybody too. I wave at everybody
You
too.
do the Jeep wave? Is it the
Dude,
two fingers?
it's yeah, you're Jeep fingers. I'm like this. Nobody can see
Yeah.
them, but dude, I mean, it's annoying. Have you ever had a Jeep? Not judging, but have you ever
No.
had a Jeep?
No, but I saw that their like loyalty program this week is like www.jeepwave.com. They're trying to make some like social club out of you fuckers that drive Jeeps.
So gay. I mean, so weird. I mean, it's dude, like there's times, I mean, when you start driving a vehicle, you don't see any of them. But after a month of driving it, that's all you fucking see. I'm just like, people just be like, stop fucking. And like, you know, my wife, my fucking, whatever, I'll drive my dad around in the Jeep because he likes it, but he don't want to fucking own one. I tried giving him my Jeep after he gave me the car. He don't want it.
I almost accidentally killed somebody in a Jeep one time. I rented one when I was in Miami. I was with my girl, and I was like, why don't we just get a Jeep? Because whatever, it's Miami, and we could just drive around with the top down. So I'm going.
Fucking right. The door's off.
Yeah. So I'm following Hernando, who is in an M5, and Robbie, Caldwell, who's in a 1987 Suburban.
That's hands down. That's the best vehicle right now. That's fucking sick.
Right.
It's probably the one big.
And he has a train horn on it.
Oh, that's fucking
It's
amazing.
awesome. So I got this Jeep, and so Hernando goes around this car. We're on our way down to the Keys. Hernando's got this car, flies around. Rob's got this beast, flies around the car. I got this Jeep. So I go around the car because I don't know where I'm going. But I put my foot on the gas of this Jeep, and it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm in the left lane, and there's a motorcycle coming. And I'm like, shit, I'm going to run this motorcycle guy over. I barely made it over. The guy lived. I lived. Obviously, we made it. So,
how long ago was this?
5 years ago, maybe.
Fuck. So I can't even make it an excuse for the 4-cylinder Jeep.
Dude, that car is so slow. That's the slowest moving vehicle I've ever been in my life.
My Jeep's built different, but I mean, I was like, there was a time where I wanted to defend a Jeep just because my buddy was like, "Oh, come for a ride in my Jeep," and then I was like, "All right, let's go. I gotta buy one," and then I bought it.
Why don't you put a turbo on it or something? Like a supercharger, turbo, something.
I'm sitting at, I'm 315 horse right now in my Jeep.
Yeah, well, when you're driving a box, 315 horsepower is like trying to drive forward in a sailboat.
So that's the best thing. I got to touch on the story. I've already told it before in the show. So we'd always go over to my buddy's parents' house and their friend's house. They're all fucking well-off people. We'd always take this fucking old San Francisco cab out every time we'd go fucking drinking into the restaurants, right? They drive us around it. We're like, why the fuck are we in? And it's like a fucking 57 Chevy fucking, checkered fucking thing. Like, why the fuck are we in this, right? We're fucking 19, 20. We think this is fucking stupid. They're like, who the fuck's pulling over a taxi cab? And then we were like, oh, fuck. Now when if I'm swerving on the road and you see me in a Jeep, you're like, that's just the way the Jeep fucking rolls. You know what I mean? I got some tires on it.
Yeah.
Just fucking, you can't hold that motherfucker straight. It's like trying to piss when you're drunk and you pull your dick out outside and you're just like, holy fuck, don't piss on this, don't piss on that. Like, what? Do you got an electric fence at your house?
No, I don't. But does a Jeep even have power steering? I don't even think they've gone that far.
We had a mild winter last year, so I fucking parked my Jeep and it had power steering. I don't have power windows. I don't have fucking power locks. I don't have AC. I thought I was sick fucking 9 years ago, and I was like, I don't need no options on my Jeep. Yeah, got caught in traffic driving home from Toronto on fucking hot summer's day, and it's 110 degrees out there. I got a black on black Jeep, and I'm fucking cooking with the roof off because I thought it was cool to take it off. Fuck that. That's why I like the Kia so much. But the fuck was I even going at? I don't even remember what I was going at with that. Number one, they're not practical. Number two, I'm not trying to fucking promote texting and driving. Like, you text and drive on a Jeep, and it's like you hit the little tar mark, you hit the fucking yellow line on the road, and you're just like, you're trying to text and like, it's just.
Well, dude, if you keep it on the buzz strip, then you know you're going in the right direction. You can do whatever you want.
Just go hands free.
Yeah,
just go hands free. Fuck, thank God.
Yeah, the Tesla version of Jeep, right? You just keep it on the buzz strip, and you know you're all right.
What's the worst vehicle you've ever owned? And I mean, it could be worse for your reasons, or it's just literally maybe the worst vehicle ever fucking invented, or whatever. In your opinion, what's the worst vehicle you've ever owned?
I'm thinking, man. But I'm a car guy, so I've always had really cool, really nice cars. I don't know. I think the worst decision I've made on the car was I had a 2002 Eclipse. It was right when they changed the body style.
They don't have that fucking little hood fucking bumping it anymore.
No, it was like the one with the things in the side of it. It was the real long Eclipse. Yeah, it went from the cool Eclipse to the not cool Eclipse.
Almost like that, yeah.
And it was automatic. And then I had that for a year.
What?
Yeah. And then I got a GTI.
Bro, that's your Jeep. That's your Jeep in your life.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Eclipse.
Bad, man. It was bad.
See, I mean, I would love to own an Eclipse, but I mean, you can't find those motherfuckers no more.
Well, I would like to have a Paul Walker Eclipse, like a 95 turbo.
Not
Right.
wrapped around a tree.
Right. Well, yeah,
Well, it was a Porsche, but I mean, fuck,
that was
still.
Porsche, and he wasn't even driving because I mean, Paul Walker is fucking Brian Earl Spillner. But
I didn't knock.
I never knocked out nobody.
I didn't knock Toretto. I mean, how many? Fuck.
I mean, you want to quote
We're
Fast
just
and
we're
Furious? We
going
go all
fucking in
day.
every
We
direction
can
here
go
right now.
all day.
But how many fucking Fast and the Furious movies have you ever seen?
All of them, more than
Are
one
you
time.
fucking kidding me?
I love them.
Oh my god! I heard the last one they're fucking driving through a jungle.
Well, dude, when they
How do
drove
the vehicles get to the jungle? How the fuck are these vehicles in the jungle?
bro, when they pulled the safe out is when I was like, this is too outrageous, but I love it. Like when they pulled the fucking safe out with the Chargers and they drove it down the road and they switched it with the recycling, you know.
I mean, number one, it's outrageous, but there's more outrageous movies out there.
But like we were talking earlier, like if you have something that makes money,
fucking ride the fuck out of that thing,
ride
man.
the fuck out of it.
Fucking get it, dude.
Let it keep making you money.
Vin Diesel owns like fucking a quarter of the rights to the fucking Fast and the Furious movies.
He also got kicked out of Puerto Rico. Did you know that? Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. Like he was partying too hard in his giant house, and they were like, "Get the fuck out."
So Puerto
Dude,
Rico kicked all the New Yorkers out, and that's why they're in fucking New York City now. Now they're just terrorizing New York City. They're like, hey, let's all go to Queens.
Dude, how about making $40 million with I Am Groot?
Crazy. Like
Like,
crazy. I think for every sentence he said was like $50,000.
It's amazing.
Like that's fucking like.
I'll do that all day. Someone offer me that job. I think you can afford it. I think you should offer me. I'll give it to you easy. I'll give it to you $1 million a year. Say, I am rebar.
I'm good for it. I'm good. I mean, I won't retire at my fucking age we talked about. But I mean, I'm good for it.
And I'm going to tax the shit out of you for it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Yeah, now I'm going to be cross-border taxes, too. Cross-border taxes.
And Italian tax.
Fucking Italian tax. Great. I'm going to lose more fingers. Maybe. If I talk about it, I'm going to lose toes. What's the most Italianist thing you do now? I'm not talking about hand cream.
I mean, sauce every Sunday, man. Sauce, gravy, and meatballs every Sunday.
Bro, and the fact you call it the fuck gravy too, 100%.
Yeah.
So my boy was just down from New Jersey, whose wife is hardcore Italian, and he's like, "Oh, like my wife wants to bring down some sausage, some fucking meatballs, and some sauce." And I'm like, 100%. So he brought his own fucking rigatoni too. We all ate, like there's 4 of us, 5 of us. We fucking ate like crazy. And then I had a good amount of leftover, and I was fucking cherishing that shit every day because I was like, holy fuck. Like, I haven't had that since I fucking lived at my parents' house, and that's been fuck. God knows how long. And I was just like, I would message him every day, and I was like, oh my God, Ronnie, I can't wait to come back to fucking New Jersey. I need some fucking sausage and fucking some gravy, some fucking some. And like it was all sensual like that too. Like it's just good. It's just
it is good. And the thing about it is it brings people together, which is cool. Because like,
you eat it by yourself, you're freezing it, you're eating that, you're stretching that out. Like one good fucking making of that shit, you're eating it for a year by yourself.
And God bless the fucking moms that make the sauce that takes them all fucking day to do.
Right. So most Italian thing about me, my wife hates my mom.
That is very Italian of you. Is your wife's Italian too?
No, she's Scottish.
Oh.
So she's Scottish, right? She's fucking, hard as nails. Like, you give me a drink of water? Get it yourself. And my mom's like, I'm getting you a drink of water right now. I'm already pouring it. And she's like, I'll go over to my parents' house. Like they're coming over here Saturday or tomorrow. And my mom, my mom just looks at Paula and she's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, as she's fucking making me a plate of food. She's like, she'll come over here and be like, you want me to make your bed? Yeah, just let me fucking bleach the sink a little bit. It's fine. I'm like, all right, mom, all right, mom. And yeah, I lived like I had a fucking 400 square foot fucking bedroom in my parents' basement when I lived there. Fucking TV, couch, fucking office area, and I remember my wife now, my girlfriend at the time, coming over there, and she's like, "What in the fuck?" Like I had a full size fridge just right outside my fucking bedroom, fucking two French doors that would open up like this in the basement. What in the fuck,
Your mom's bringing you down cannolis and fucking
dude, dude.
Poyados and shit.
No word of a lie. They're like, "Oh, like, let's go over dinner. Let's go." I'm like, "Oh, let's fucking eat at home. Let's just eat at home. Let's have a meal at home." What the fuck? Like, yeah, I don't have to fucking do anything. Here's my pile of laundry. Okay, it's gonna be hanging up in a day. No problem. And literally, it's probably what makes me. I mean, I don't even want to call myself a bad person, but like, I'm like, I'll look at my wife and I'm like, "Well, you're not gonna do that." She's like, "No."
You're not
I'm like,
gonna
"What do you mean
feed
you're not
me?
gonna do like?" I don't know how to fucking do that. She's like, "What do you mean you don't know how to use a washer and dryer?" And I mean,
Yeah.
we had a 10-year-old, like probably 15-year-old washer and dryer here. And I'm like, "Do you not know how to fucking use that?" So we get new ones. And I'm like, "Do you not know how to fucking use that?" "What do you mean you don't know how to do laundry?" And I was like, "Well, let's just throw it all in one." "You can't do that." "You fucking do it then, because that's how I'm gonna do my laundry. If fuck it up, so what?"
Really funny story. So my dad bought a house in Naples, which every like probably Midwest to Philadelphia, like they all get a house in Naples to go like die in, right? New York and New Jersey, they go to Boca, but
Okay, yeah,
like
that
the
fucking
Midwest, we go to
heavy
Naples.
Jewish area.
Yeah. So we had to leave there, and my dad is staying for another 10 days. My mom's back home. She had to teach him. He's 66. She had to teach him how to do laundry while I was there. And I witnessed my mother teach my father how to do laundry for the first time in 66 years of his life.
Dude, that's the crazy shit. Like, as much as my wife bitches at me, I guarantee you I know more than my father.
I know.
Like, you think I'm
Yeah.
fucking bad? Like, I had a couple buddies. Like, oh yeah,
But the yard looks nice, like we were talking about. But the
yard
fucking
fucking,
yard looks great.
dude. So we have fucking annuals. Annuals, I think they're called. Like, it grows every year. You cut it down and then it grows again. Well, I was like, oh, we got to get going to the fucking yard work. We got to get on that for the spring. I'm like, no, it's all, my mom's coming over on fucking Friday. It's gonna be all taken care of. She cuts it all. I'll help her clean up a little bit, and then I'll just sit there and fucking smoke a cigar and have a drink. And she'll just talk to me as she's doing it all. And I'm like, no, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Why do I gotta help? Like, she offered to come over here and fucking do it. Why do I gotta help?
Well, and if you try to help, you would get bitched at anyways. Like
You
you go
start
in
doing
there with the
something,
little
like, just
scissor,
stop.
like
Just
get
go
the fuck
sit up
out of
there.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's the crazy. Like, I've, back to the story, coming over here, after a good day at work, come back here to have some couple beers, me and a couple buddies. They're like, "Who the fuck's on your driveway?" Right away. And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh, my dad's watering the driveway. We just put down tar fucking 2 weeks ago. Fucking fresh layer of tar." Hey, the blacker your driveway, the fucking greener your grass. That's you've made it in life. Come home, my old man's there watering the driveway, and like, how do you think it's gonna grow to be nice and strong if you don't water it? You know what I mean? You're preaching at your kid, fucking drink water, drink milk. You're gonna grow, be strong. Fucking
Take care
driveway's
of
got to
it.
do that too. Driveway's got to do that too. Yeah.
That's funny, man.
So I recently just got my dad. Remember, like, the old school satellites that were fucking just, you had every channel?
Like the big giant fuckers that are
Yeah.
in your
Like a
backyard.
fucking, yeah, it looked like a water
Yeah.
fountain. I got my dad an Android box of this, and like trying to convert them just to be like, listen, like $140 a year, you have 30,000 channels, everything for is it illegal? No, because we're not doing it, but we have it. But like, this is what you have for this. Every other day he calls me and he's like, yeah, fucking Wi-Fi shut off the box again. I try to talk him through it over the phone, I go over there and I fucking, I'm all right. I'll come over. They're fucking 35 minutes from me. I go over there and I'm like, how the fuck did you delete everything off this fucking box? And like
That's hilarious.
I'm sitting there trying to fucking figure. I'm like, you fucking literally deleted your Wi-Fi from the fucking box. I'm like, well, I was just trying to get into the fucking program, and I'm like, literally, it's on the main screen. As soon as it starts up, you just have to hit OK, and you're in the program. Oh well, I was just trying to watch fucking Hogan's Heroes. Like this guy is on his third Android box now in 2 months because he fucking murks it so bad it will not accept his Wi-Fi. Dude, so let's I don't know what to call this. You got your house, right? Your fiance lives there too?
Sometimes.
Okay. How many
When
TVs
I'm
do you
not,
have?
I'm not a big TV guy, man. I think I only have two.
Okay.
Two TVs, yeah.
So me and my wife, four TVs, fucking four fridges, four Android boxes with all the same fucking shit on it. So no matter where you go, you can fucking watch your shit. I've been into the UFC lately, and like not because I'm like not because I just want to see two guys fucking grind each other, all tanned up and fucking sweaty. But I just mean it's fucking.
Well,
I feel like I'm gonna get into a fight
do,
soon.
right?
I'm gonna get into a fight soon.
Oh, so you're like the guy that's like, if I watch it enough,
I got a lot of
drink
built up
enough,
anger right now. I think
like I can fight later on because I know the moves.
I need to fight or I need to fuck.
You're a visual learner. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I just funny story. Last time I was in Ohio, I was like 22, 23, super huge in the UFC then. I mean, obviously, I had all this fucking testosterone just fucking flowing through my body. I remember fucking choking my buddy out in a fucking leg fucking thing, like crazy. And as I was doing it, I was giving a play-by-play to my buddies watching it.
So let's clarify the story. So you were in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Were you at like a hotel?
Fucking Marriott. It was a fucking
you're
Marriott.
You're at the Marriott.
Yeah.
And like, was this in the room?
Yeah, in the room, like right by the fucking door to the balcony. Remember when hotel rooms, every hotel room had a balcony?
I do. Courtyards still do, mostly. I think. Like, I was just at one in Texas that had a balcony.
But it's all the interior fucking into the courtyards.
Yeah. So you leg choked
a road fucking view from a balcony. I just want to murk a fucking cigar out there, maybe a cigarette. I'm on vacation, I'll smoke a cigarette. I'm on a golf course, I'll smoke a fucking cigarette. I love cigarettes.
So you leg choked a guy in a hotel room in Ohio.
What the fuck is it called? Guillotine. I fucking guillotine choked him.
He's still around today?
Yeah, he fucking drove me there. And he's like, we're watching UFC on the fucking thing. I was like, oh, we start joking around. And then I was like, all right, fuck. Like, I felt he was taking it too far. So I was like, okay, bring him to the ground. He fucking tries to get out. I'm like, put him in this fucking guillotine. And I'm holding them there. Right? I'm like, stop fucking trying to twist my fucking, stop. Just keeping them there, like fucking holding them occupied. Like, stop. Like, I can fucking squeeze harder. Like, stop. Like, calm the fuck down. If I let you go, I don't want you to fucking try to jump on me. You know what I mean? He's got to drive me home at the end of this. Number one, I'm not getting stuck out there. We went from fucking Pittsburgh to fucking Ohio, back to Pittsburgh, and then back to fucking Canada.
What part of Ohio?
Cleveland.
Okay, that's me.
Fuck. I'm trying to remember the old fucking indoor skate park there.
West Side Skate?
No. Fuck.
I remember what you're talking about. I was a fruit booter. I went to Woodward.
Bro, I spent a couple summers at fucking Woodward.
Dude, I went to Woodward I was and this is not something a lot of people know. I was a second in the nation in gymnastics. I was going to go to the Olympics. And I was also almost a pro rollerblader. and
Damn.
I broke my back.
What the fuck? Bro,
Yeah,
that ain't no small injury. Like I fucking wrecked this motherfucker called my back.
yeah. So I was out, but yeah, I spent like I went to Woodward back to back for gymnastics and skating.
That's gnarly.
And they used to have the blob. They had the blob there. I don't know if you
Yeah. Dude, you remember when the foam pit first became a thing?
remember.
You could do whatever you want to do a foam pit until you realize like you got to try to pull yourself out of that motherfucker. People are like, oh, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't hurt. Like I rode a bike. You go up in the air, you fucking kick that motherfucker free, and it always lands on you. And next thing you know, you got to try to crawl out of this foam pit, and like that's fucking quicksand. Like that
Right,
motherfucker is quicksand.
and it doesn't help you be successful in your trick because you can
No,
land
you're
upside
like,
down in the pit all you want.
yeah, fucking crazy, dude. I guarantee you, we ran into each other. Fucking yeah, you're older than me, and nobody knows
Yeah,
my
man.
age. I guarantee we ran into each other. So one of my best stories from fucking Woodward was I was there with a couple fucking guys that I still talk to every now and then. We all grew up together. You couldn't drink on the premise. You had to fucking leave there and you had to go to like these fucking small fucking Amish towns with fucking basement strip club bars. So I don't know if you remember the fucking these Disney cups you used to get from the gas station that were all fucking etched fucking Disney shit. We're fucking back we fucking go off fucking site. We're at this fucking strip club in this fucking basement in a house where like the strippers couldn't even stand up all the way. My buddy Josh Lichty gets a fucking lap dance, busts in his pants, and we were just like, fucking cool. We would have done that too. Like respect. And anytime you talk to this guy, I'll see him fucking once a year. He does like this Bear Grylls shit now. You see him out in the middle of nowhere, and he's like, "Remember when I busted my pants at the strip clubs?" And the Disney glasses always come up because like my fucking parents had these Disney glasses. Like so fucking wild.
That's
Like
funny,
wild.
man. That's funny. Fucking Woodward.
You remember Shebang Skate Park? Erie, PA.
No, that's a little too far for me because we had the park in Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
the two indoor parks. We had the one in Pittsburgh and we had the one in Cleveland.
Fuck.
I can't remember either one's name. West Side Skate was the store, but I can't remember the name of either one of the parks.
Remember the old outdoor fucking metal ramp
Shady
set up?
Side. One was Shady Side.
Changa.
Yep.
Changa.
And
Fucking
Shady Side.
Changa.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh one was Shady Side.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I remember we went there and it was middle of winter and it was just a fucking nice fucking day. So we are like, oh, let's hit up this fucking outdoor skate park. We're like, okay, craziest shit I ever seen. Like,
Dude,
crazy.
I hated you BMX guys. The BMX guys always fucked everything up because you guys take up so much room.
It's speed and it's just space.
I know. That's what I mean. Like we're trying to do our little thing over here,
So
and then all of a sudden this guy on a bike comes ripping through and tearing everybody on a skateboard or fucking rollerblades down.
So you're now in my top 2 favorite rollerblader fucking list. There was this rollerblader, and he was always at Niagara Falls Skate Park, which has a sick fucking YMCA skate park, all cement, fucking massive. We'd always bust this guy balls because he was a fucking big burly dude. Like looked like he just fucking all he did was rollerblade, lift weights, and fucking jerked off in a mirror. Well, like good fucking muscles on him. We'd always make fun of him. We're like, why do you got a Canada flag on your lower back? Like that's weird for a guy.
Oh, he had a tramp stamp and he rollerbladed?
And he rollerbladed. Then we start talking to him, and he's like, where I'm like, what the fuck do you do, man? Like not being like fucking pissed off, but I'm just like, bro, like, what do you do? And he's like, you ever heard of fucking Pearl Jam, this song? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit. He's like, huh, I guarantee you a lady your mom's age just came to that. I'm a stripper at Peppermints. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Dude, bro, we go there 3 years later. We're out fucking having a cigarette. And I see his JP, fucking this guy. Holy fuck, what's going on, dude? What are you? I'm dancing down. So upstairs was fucking ladies dancing. Downstairs was fucking men dancing. So he would DJ upstairs for the ladies, but dance downstairs with the men.
He's an entrepreneur. He's making cash.
Bro, and I was just like, you weren't lying to me. You weren't lying to me.
You're an aggressive rollerblader and stripper and DJ. I like this guy.
He still might do it now. Like, I shit you not, he still might do it to this day.
What's that strip club in Niagara Falls? The Sundowner. Is that still
Mm,
open?
fucking right it is, man.
$20 for a blowjob?
It might be like $50 now, but like,
Well,
dude,
back in
it's
the
just
day, it was
gnarly.
20,
Dude, like you go
25.
there one weekend and they have fucking Floyd Mayweather there. The next weekend there's just some fucking random buddy that you never heard of. And the next weekend they got like, hey, we got fucking Jenna Jameson here now.
The Sundowner.
Like,
I
just dude,
remember
it's so bizarre.
we used to go to Niagara Falls when we were 19, obviously. And so we go there. It's my 19th birthday. We drive up. We stay in Niagara Falls proper. And we go to what's the beer store where they put the beer out on the conveyor belt?
Literally the beer store.
It's called the beer store.
Orange lettering.
Yeah,
Just
the
the
orange with the white. Yeah.
Yeah, just the beer store.
So we go up there and we didn't have ice beer down here then.
Oh,
So we get
dude, that's so true too. That's like fucking early drinking age shit is like, oh, fucking ice beer.
Ice beer, 7%. Fuck you.
Oh, you name it, there's an ice beer for it.
So we got Molson Ice, Labatt Ice, Natty Ice, all of it, right? And we put it in the bathtub in the hotel room with ice. So it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's when these strip clubs open in Canada, in Niagara, I guess. So we go there,
right,
and we're already like 4 or 5 ice beers in, 19 years old.
You're fucking sloshed. You're sloshed.
Oh, yeah.
In Canada, we have small, like the regular size cans of beer, and then we just have big cans of beer.
Yeah, they were like the 20-ounce cans of beer or whatever.
Yeah, like there's no, like it's just, hey, there's a fucking big ass can.
We walk into this random strip club in Niagara Falls. I don't remember the name of it. It wasn't like the Sundowner. It was like Jim's Strip Club. And this pregnant lady, I remember I had a Corona, and this pregnant lady starts dancing on the pole. And she's like 2 teeth, pregnant, naked.
This is called private eyes.
Is it?
I want to say, well, it was.
Because it's in like Niagara Falls proper, like next to Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's like Ripley's Believe It or Not and the
No. So that's closed down now. It's actually a steakhouse.
Okay.
But you finish yours because I have a fucking great story from there.
So
literally, you were there, and then fucking half a year later, I was there. So you go your story, and then I'll go my story because I know what the fuck you're talking about. Go, fucking tell me the story.
So she like comes out and starts like gyrating, and we're all like laughing at her.
That's a seizure.
And she looks at me and she's like, "Do you think you could do this better than me?" And I was like, "Actually, I do."
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
So she's like, "Get up here." And I'm like, "I will." No. So I get up there and I take off my clothes and I'm dancing on the pole in my skivvies. And I get all the loonies and toonies.
Dude.
She was all pissed off at me, and then I danced and everybody was laughing and having a good time at like 11 o'clock, and I like gave her all my tips and I was like, I did do better than you. And then I had to leave the strip club. But
dude.
You have to know what club I'm talking about.
100%. So we grew up in fucking Dunville, right? I turned 19. A couple buddies were 19, 20. So they're like, oh, let's go fucking strip club hopping. Okay, so we go to Welland, this fucking small town Welland, and they called it the Station. The Station. Some fucking broad there dancing with the fucking fleece blanket. Majority of people are there just to play pool because it's free. And I'm sitting there and I was like, wah! Fucking losing my shit, right? And it's just like, you think you could do better? And I was like, yep, fucking boom, pop up on the stage. I start dancing. The only people that found it weird was this fucking 2 ponytail guys playing fucking pool. And I'm like, I don't know why you find this was weird. There was a fucking lady up here dancing and you didn't pay no attention to it. So we end up fucking running our mouths back and forth. So we hit up the Sundowner, go into the Sundowner, whatever, come out. We go to the place that you went to, which is now closed down. It used to have a fucking glass fucking silhouette out front in a fucking like birdcage thing with a fucking mannequin in it. We go in there, and it's fucking closed down.
it had like a ship's wheel or some shit.
Yep,
If you
it's
remember,
fucking
yeah.
so it's closed down now. By the time we hit that, and I'm like, fuck. Well, we all got to piss, right? We're at my buddy's fucking 93 fucking GMC fucking Jimmy or Blazer, whatever the fuck GMC did. So we're all sitting there pissing on the side of the strip club, or old strip club, because it's closed. And then literally fucking the other side of the road, all you hear is, "Who's looking for a good time?" in a lady's voice. And I'm pissing. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm looking for a good time. And then I look and I'm like, oh, fuck. It's one of the ladies of the night. So I jump in my buddy's vehicle, fucking boom, hit the locks right away, fucking power lock everything. She's chasing my other two buddies around the fucking thing, and I'm letting them in one by one. And that's how we ended up at fucking Peppermints. It's fucking seeing that guy. I'm like, holy fuck, you actually do work here.
That's awesome.
He's like,
That's
yeah,
so
I'm dancing tonight. We're out there having a cigarette. And I'm like, he's like, you tell me what lady doesn't come to this song by Pearl Jam. And I'm like, you're right.
Which one?
You're right. Dude, and then, so end up going back to my hometown fucking 3 years later. And this guy, Tyler Virtue, we always called him T-Bone, talking to the same guy that was fucking DJing and dancing. He's like, oh yeah, T-Bone tells me you're from here. And I'm like, T-Bone? Who the fuck? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's what we called him, T-Bone. He ends up dancing with his high school fucking nickname. We called him T-Bone.
I mean, you have to. If you got a nickname like T-Bone.
I was like, bro, like, tell me what's something weird that you do. He's like, you know how many fucking drinks I stir with my dick? And I was like, no. Like, what? He's like, pretty decent. And then he just like started getting these guys.
Like 1, 2, 3, 25.
I was like, maybe 2 a week. And they're like, now I need you to comp my drink. You now need to comp my drink. Right? Like, I mean,
T-Bone was here.
But like, just super fucking so my old man was a fucking cop, right? Fucking police officer, pretty high up. And this guy's family was fucking, it was a troubled family. So he's like, oh, your dad, we're in gym class and fucking, just hitting fucking high school, like grade 10. We're doing the punching bag. And he's fucking hitting it. Oh, your dad said that, talking shit about my dad. And I'm like, just try to push it off. And I was like, you know what I know about your dad? And I like just looked at him and like I held the bag and I'm like, you know what the fuck I know about your dad, man? You want me to start? I could start talking right now, doing what you're doing. And he's like, nope, it's cool, it's fine, we're good. Like, are you? And dude, I literally held the bag. I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you really good? Like, you good with this? Like, let me like. His brother was a fucking crackhead, like cracker. Fucking 5 years after fucking high school, me and him, he cleaned up and we ended up being fucking pretty decent friends. But I'm like, I'm like, you fucking, like, bro, fucking think about it. Fucking 6 years after that, I'm gonna end up seeing you fucking not dance at a strip club, but out for a fucking cigarette, and you're trying to tell me how many fucking dicks or drinks you fucking stirred with your cock.
Or dicks you sucked.
Bro, how do you try to get some of that fucking stimulator check now? Right? Like, now you got to justify the amount of fucking cocks you sucked, whether you're a guy or a girl. Like, yo, let me take a piss real quick. Whew. Yeah. Oh, give me why you love Ohio.
Well, I told you, man. Like, where I'm at, I'm like an hour from any airport. Shit's cheap. I just bought a 4,000 square foot house on 8 acres for $260,000. My mortgage payment is $1,500 a month, and I'm an hour away from an airport. I'm an hour away from Lake Erie. It's amazing. I mean, it really is. It really is cool. And we got cool, like, local business, local entrepreneurs, local guys that are opening up restaurants and breweries and people you can really be friends with. And it's just nice. You know, you go to a lot of places that are so cold and you can't connect with the owner of the business or you can't connect with the founder, and it sucks. But for me, it's cool because like I can hang out with these guys that are doing the same thing as me, and they're young entrepreneur, small business guys. That's why I love it here.
Would I call myself young? No. Would I call myself an entrepreneur? Maybe. I'm at the point right now where I want to say I'm middle aged. 36, middle aged. I mean,
Dude, it's 2021. Like, you think you're going to live to 72?
no, but I'm dying to have a fucking midlife crisis. You know what I mean? I just looking for a reason just to fucking start fucking wilding out, right?
Well, just do it. It's not a midlife crisis. Like, buy a Corvette and a retirement home in Naples. Why not?
My in-laws got a place in fucking Ybor City or whatever Ybor City, I think it's properly called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Then
mean, I
you're
don't need to
good.
buy
You're
that
set.
now. I don't need to buy that. I'm gonna wait for them to croak. Probably next fucking 10 years. So worst case, I'm fucking 46.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll still throw down then,
Yeah, you just need like a motorcycle or a Corvette, and you're good.
bro. A fucking two-wheel driven vehicle is what got me into the situation of being called JP Fingers. I don't want to be called
Well,
JP Wheelchair.
you
There
can't
is
lose,
fucking Quadra JP,
bro.
Quadra JP Pelagic.
You can't lose your fingers again.
Bro, I lost on my left hand. I shattered my knuckles on my left hand. I'm fucking left-handed. I don't have much more to give to fucking the fucking universe as far as fucking
Well,
left-handed people go.
how did you lose him? You said you put him
I
in the
fell off my
gears.
when I fell off my bike. My fucking bike was still running, and my fucking hand went right in the fucking sprocket and fucking chucked through it. Yeah,
How'd that feel?
I didn't feel a thing till the blood. I put my I thought I just nicked my hand off the fucking pavement. And I put my hand by my side and I felt something hit my leg and I pulled my hand up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it literally, like in the movies, dude, bro, it fucking shoots out. Plus, I've been drinking all day. But like, it literally shoots out like the fucking movies. My boy rolled up on his fucking four.
Like Friday the 13th kind of shit. Like blip, blip,
Straight up,
blip.
man. Straight up.
Fuck out of here.
So I hopped on my buddy's. My buddy rolled up with his four wheeler. He starts puking out of his fucking helmet, the top, the fucking bottom, everywhere, puking out of it. I was like, take me to my car. And we were like a 15-minute ride to my car, and then we were about a fucking 25-minute ride to the hospital. So I hopped on his quad. I just put my hand in my fucking pocket. He drove me to my fucking car. I get in my car with my good hand. I fucking roll down the window. I get in, start driving to the fucking hospital. Fucking start dicking around the radio, start dicking around the air conditioner because I'm getting hot, I'm getting cold. And I'm using my fucking good hand, so I'm fucking just painting my fucking car with it. Get to the hospital, check myself in. I left my fucking lights on my fucking, what was it? 97? Fucking Chevy Cavalier. Left my fucking lights on in it.
That's made in Youngstown, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Hey, we're just here to paint a picture. You guys fucking buy the artwork. Just saying.
So anyway, you're in the hospital and you're squirting blood out of your.
And so I go to the fucking window and they're like, we need to see your health card. The town I grew up in is a fucking town of fucking 12,000 people right now. And I'm like, you know who the fuck I am. And I'm like, call my fucking parents. They're like, we need to see your health card. And I pull my hand out of my pocket and I'm like, here. So I start fucking tossing blood everywhere, right? And they're like, oh my God. Just as the time I'm yelling at them to call my parents, my fucking buddy races to my parents' house on his four-wheeler. And fucking they're calling and he's knocking. So they answered the door. They're like, what's up, Luke? We called him church clothes. They're like, oh, what's up, Luke? He always just dressed nice. So we called him church clothes. What's going on, Luke? Justin cut his fingers off. He's fucking covered in puke head to toe. He's got a little Ziploc bag with fucking what's left of my fingers because you know the size of a fucking chain on a dirt bike.
Right.
He's got this little Ziploc bag and they're like, what's going on, Luke? They're like, Justin cut his fingers. And they're like, oh, okay, Luke. Okay, Luke. And the phone rings. So my old man answers it. And they're like, hey, you know, Bruce Powell here. What's going on? Your son's here with cut off fingers in the hospital. And they're like, what the fuck? They fucking left. They made fucking Luke go there on his four-wheeler because he had my fingers so he could get there faster. So he fucking shoots up fucking the four-wheeler. Dude, fucking, I'm sitting there with my dad in the fucking emergency room by the time this guy got fucking checked in. I'm sitting there with my dad in the emergency room. Fucking hold my hand. He's like, okay. He's like, it's gonna be fine. He's like talking to the doctor. He was like, can I see it? The doctor's like, yeah, sure. It shows him it. And my dad's like, oh my God. And it's my fucking hand. Like, it didn't take off a lot of bone, but it took off a lot of fucking finger. So, like, you know, when you don't cut your nails for like 6 months,
Yeah.
that's what sort of bone action I had fucking sticking out. So they're like, we got to trim this before we do any surgery. So they're trimming it. And I'm sitting there fucking, okay, stay calm, my fucking body's numbed. I'm fucked up on morphine. They fucking
So
trim my middle finger.
they're like sanding down your sanding down your fucking finger bones.
It's like a fucking horse nail trimmer, man. They fucking lock on it. Doesn't the motherfucking middle finger fucking shoot off, fucking catch me in the fucking almost in my eye, fucking hit me there. I look over at my old man and I'm like, you gotta pick that up. He's like, what are we gonna do with it? I'm like, you gotta put it in a fucking container or something. We gotta preserve this. I'm like, I want this. And he's like, for what? I'm like, a fucking necklace or something. He did end up grabbing it. But there he is, my fucking boy, Luke, busts into the fucking ER room, the fucking emergency operating room, with a fucking bag full of my fingers. Fucking Dr. Baker goes over there. He's like, what are these? And he's like, I got his fingers. He opens the Ziploc bag and he's like, yep, these are no good. Throws them in the garbage can right in front of him. And he starts crying. He starts fucking crying. And there I am, fucking just fucked up. I'm like, Luke, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And then I started singing. I'm sitting there. 24 hours to go. I want to get sedated. And my old man, who's like sober as fuck, right? Don't drink, don't smoke, nothing. Just murk cigarettes and cigars. He's like looking at me. He's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I want to get sedated. Dude, just a fucking masterpiece. And then go home, wake up the next morning, and I'm like, where the fuck's my car? My old man's like, I had to take it to the car wash and pressure wash the entire fucking thing. And I'm like, why? I brought it there fine. He's like, yeah, the fucking battery was dead and you fucking were waving your hand inside the car and you had blood on everything.
Wow.
I think I drove it for like a week after that and then sold it and fucking bought a truck. Yeah, I'm fucking done with this thing.
I wonder what the next owner thought. They were like, you know,
that car still rolls around my parents' fucking town, and they tell me every time they see it. Like wild shit, man. Like
got finger juice in that car,
right? They could book me for fucking 20 years to life in that thing if they want to extract some DNA. Right? Fucking just blame a crime on me. Fuck. Dude, yeah, and I mean, this is going back to like, this is probably why my fingers got fucking cut off. We were like in between school, college, and just trying to figure out what the fuck we want to do. So we would work these fucking stupid jobs that paid decent money, but like, you weren't going to spend the rest of your life there. So I bought a fucking video camera. Just after the fucking little mini tapes you'd put in. So it was taking fucking memory cards. And we're just like, oh, let's do funny stuff. So we would go on all these like haunted trails, shit like that. And then we're like, oh, it's fall time. Everybody's putting the leaf bags out. Middle of November now. My fingers just fucking healed. Let's do what the Jackass guys did. And it's 17 years ago. So we would drive literally on our road and we would wait till somebody got behind us. And I would pop the fucking pull thing on my trunk. So the trunk would slowly start opening on its own. And somebody would be sitting back there. He'd have a wall of blankets in front of him. So it just looked like a pile and then a leaf bag. And he would fucking boot the leaf bag out in front of a moving vehicle at us. And we'd be going like 30 miles an hour. And we literally, like, we thought we were all camouflaged. But then there's my buddy in the back seat with the fucking camera pointed out the fucking window. And we just stupid shit like that. There was one, we picked up this fucking homeless guy we went to high school with. We knew he was homeless. He was in the middle of the country. And we're all like, fuck, let's pick him up and just drop him off at a random house. Okay, cool. So we pick him up We literally took him further and further and further and further out to the fucking country, where this guy was like fucking 15 miles from where we wanted to go, pulling this random driveway and drop him off. And he's like, "Why you drop me off at Jeff's house?" You gotta be fucking kidding me. How the fuck? Like, he gets
Like,
out,
how do
fucking
you
knocks
go to
on the
Jeff?
door, guy lets him in. Like, we stood there, he knocked on the door and the guy fucking let him in. We're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding?" Like, we just took him to his fucking boy's house. And we didn't even know what fucking house it was. We're like, "Yeah, let's watch this motherfucker. Why are you taking me to Jeff's house?" And we're like, "What the fuck?" Dude, we were in the fucking change room in fucking grade 11. And like walking by a bunch of young kids, you know what I mean? Everybody's in the boxers are fucking nude. This kid had fucking dry ass skin, and I was like, "What's up, Sandy?" And he's like, "How do you know that's my real name?" And I was like, "What the fuck?"
What?
Alex, his real name was Sandy. Dude, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, fucking.
That's
Yeah,
funny, man.
yeah. It's just fucking bizarre. Like, that's that small town shit. Like, you only get that shit with them. Yeah. All right. What's your favorite spot to? You know what? We're gonna get wrapping up the episode. I know we've been on here for a bit. What's your favorite place to travel right now in North America for for work, for business?
Dude, I love Fort Worth, Texas, and I love obviously Miami. And you know what? Baltimore and Boston are
Oh,
like my favorites too. So Baltimore, Boston, Fort Worth, and Miami.
why Baltimore?
Because you know what? Like, if you did you watch The Wire?
5
Ish.
minutes of it.
Oh man, you gotta watch the whole show. But like, The Wire depicts Baltimore as being like this very like shitty kind of place.
Yeah. And so that's my. I guess that's my definition of it, right?
Yeah. And like, I've always thought that, and like all my buddies that have been to Baltimore, like it's like kind of the ghetto or whatever. But I really enjoyed my time in Baltimore. Like, whenever I go there, I love it. And I don't know if it's because I'm grimy in general, because of Youngstown, but I mean, it really is a really fucking cool place. Baltimore, Boston, Miami, Fort Worth are like the shit to me. Chicago, I like. New York, I like, but it's kind of like whatever, I guess, now at this point. San Francisco, LA, same thing. But there's some really cool pockets of
Yeah.
America. Like, we were talking about Pennsylvania.
Oh, dude. So yeah, I mean, Pennsylvania is like an untouched gem.
Yes.
Like, oh, let's go from Hershey to fucking Harrisburg. Okay, that's gonna be fucking 3 fucking uphills, 4 fucking downhills, and then you're there. And there's no traffic.
Yeah, there's no traffic, couple tunnels. But
Yeah.
it's like beautiful, like God country in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that's yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. So you've been to Smoking Bear, right?
I have not.
So it's Steenburg or Salamanca, New York. Like 15 minutes is Ohio, and then it's like 23 minutes is fucking Pennsylvania, middle of nowhere on an Indian reserve.
Like right on 80 when you come up, like for me, it's up.
So Ellicottville's here.
Like Seven Springs area.
Yeah, yeah, it's right by the fucking spring. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm there, and I'm there, doing a business thing with United Cigars, and he's like, Oliver's like, "Oh, these guys love your fucking show." You know what I mean? Fucking hang out with them. I'm like, okay. 2 owners of the shop. They married 2 native women. That's why they have a cigar shop on the reserve. Work in the system. I get it. I love it. I was like, "Can I do a shotgun out front?" He told me they love the show, and I'm like, "Oh, let me do a shotgun." They're like, "Just one, just one." I'm like, "What the fuck? You guys are giving everybody alcohol inside the fucking lounge." I was like, "I need a screwdriver," and they're like, "Wow, for what?" I'm like, "For a shotgun." He's like, "All right." So I go out there. They hand me a screwdriver. Go out there. I'm like, "Oh, Oliver, pass us a beer," and they're like, "Oh, fuck, we thought you were gonna fucking let off a shotgun. You were cool with just one though." Like, you guys were right in front of your shop. Just one though, just one shot. That's it. Then once they realized what it is, I ended up doing a shotgun with one of the owners. I
That's
smoked him by
hilarious.
about 40 seconds.
That's hilarious.
What the fuck? That's that good small town feel, man. You want to blast off a shotgun? All right, just one. Then you got to get back in here. All right, cool. I respect that. So I remember a year after that, I remember being in there. They have like the employee bathroom, which is really nice, and then they have a porta potty out front. And there's a lot of Mennonite there. I'm fucking sitting in there taking a piss, right? And you know, you got the fucking squatter and you got the pisser to the side of it. Nobody else is fucking out here. So I'm just fucking peeing like an idiot in there. Fucking going from there to the fucking pisser, there to the pisser. Just fucking, you know what I mean? I got a sparkler dick, just making it fucking whiz around like a sparkler.
Yeah.
Fucking
Sure.
Mennonite open the fucking door on me, and I look at him, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's just like, "What the fuck?" But then he went in there after me, and he was in there for like 20 minutes. Maybe he was doing the same thing. Maybe he was shitting. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure he was sparkler drinking. He's never seen it before, so he had to try it out.
It's like electricity,
Yeah, what is this magical thing?
or it's like somebody not related to you and having sex with
What is that? I'm from Ohio.
them. Yeah, but you're Italian. You ain't fucking Mennonite or
Correct.
What? So you're somewhat in the country. What's closer to you, Amish or Mennonite?
Mennonite.
Do
All
you ever
over
just
the
ask?
place.
Do you ever just be
They
like,
used to they would come into my shop on Rumspringa and they would buy a bunch of they'd buy cartons of cigarettes, cases of
brown
beer.
wrap cigarettes?
Yeah, cases
Fucking
of beer.
bring them, man.
And they would change in my bathroom and then they would go to the bars.
That's
And then
amazing.
my buddy's a sheriff out here and he was the sheriff like up north a little bit farther than me, like northwest. And like he would bust up the Rumspringa parties. And then I knew this kid at one point that used to sell meth to them. He would come in
That's
the
just
shop all
fucked
the
up.
time.
That's fucked up.
No, he would come in all the time and be like, "Man, like I'm loaded." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I just like sold a bunch of meth to like this Rumspringa party with like 1,000 kids."
I mean, those
And
guys
I'm
are
like,
already fucking inbred, let alone giving them some fucking meth.
"Yeah," and I'm like, "Dude, you're crazy." And he's like, "I'm not really that crazy. Like, do you want $200,000 in 5 days?" And I'm like, "I do, but I don't want to sell meth to fucking Amish people."
Right? Like, I just got to start charging that for my fucking washroom to change it.
Yeah,
Fucking $50 to come change in here. Boom, done. But I mean, see, that's what's like. Those guys are like, you want to think they're pretty pure. I mean, you remember getting fucking mangled your first time, right? Like these guys are getting fucking fucked up at what, like age 16 or 18, whatever it is.
yeah, it's 18 to 21, right? They have.
So, and I mean, when was the first time you got fucked up? Like 15, 14?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah, right, me too. And these guys is like, this is the first time they ever seen a fucking urinal. Like when they're going, they're like, how the fuck you selling these guys meth? Jacob, get the wheel turning to give me a spark for this fucking crack pipe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
I
just
know,
so,
but they
how it
ate it
fucked
up.
them
Like
up.
this fucking like the white man came in and like
Like that, those
sold
guys
all his meth.
buzz. That buzz off meth has got to be when like their parents was like, if you don't pray, you're gonna trip out like this.
That's why I don't understand how that church still exists. Like 98% of the people that go on Rumspringa end up back in the Amish church. But it's like, okay, you're 18. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You go out, you smoke, you drink, do crack, meth, heroin, blow some lines, and then you want to go back to the other life?
Yeah,
But they have like 98% recidivism with their people, which is crazy to me.
yeah.
I would never want to go back.
No, when you're telling me like I could do what I want to do and I could still pray whenever the fuck I want to pray,
Yeah,
and we're all gonna go to the same place.
that's what I mean. Like at 20 years old, I go out and I do a rail of coke, smoke a cigarette, and have like 16 shots of vodka.
And
And
and you put your cock raw in a woman, and you're just like, what the fuck?
And then I got to go back to like
Yeah.
my scooter.
You have a fucking scooter, and you're like, last thing your dick touched was a fucking goat's ass. You know what? Like, I mean, you gotta wonder why a Rumspringa or Rumspringa or whatever exists. Fucking bizarre.
Yeah, but mad respect. Like those guys go back. They're like, well, fuck it. Like that's how the white guy lives his life or whatever. And
I feel like I got a couple GoPros when I come out there. We just gotta try to lure people in to rebar Springer. They can be any age. They don't have to be a specific age. We just roll by a horse and buggy, be like, "Yo, you want it? We got it in here.
We got rebar Springer.
We got rebar Springer. Like we're from Boston. It's like an Amish Mennonite Boston person. Rebar Springer. By the way, do you guys like the fucking Patriots?" And we just get all aggressive with them. Then we tell them Dunkin' Donuts is the best.
Oh, Tim Hortons.
Yeah, fucking Tim Hortons. Did I ever fucking tell you guys about the fucking rebar? You're never gonna believe this. Do you got a good friend from Boston?
Do I? Yeah.
What's his name?
My good friend from we have a mutual friend from around there called Nate.
Oh, so no, I'm talking about a fucking true fucking Bostonian. Like a fucking true fucking Bostonian.
No, I don't have like a Southie friend. But I have people I know, but I don't have like a Southie friend. But I remember he was like, he's like, you got the khakis? And I'm like, I don't have khakis. And he's like, yeah, the khakis. And I'm like, oh, the car keys.
So my boy's name is Brandon Sullivan. Or, he's from Boston, and of course he's Irish. Sully.
Okay, of course.
And this is Sully. I'm a charcoal barbecue guy. He's a charcoal guy. What do you got going on the fucking Weber? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck did you just say to me? The Weber. The Weber. And he would say things to us, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did you just say? And he's like, the fucking drive. And you're like, what the like, bro? And he's like, I mean, this was the guy at the time who was like fucking Tom Brady was like gonna cure fucking everything in the world. And then 3 years later, he gets traded to Tampa Bay, and he's like, yeah, I fucking love the Buffalo Bills now.
So funny story, man. So I'm in Boston. We go to South Boston.
Were you going to there to beat up queers?
No.
That's usually how, when you're in that sort of area of Boston, you're just going there to beat up queers.
So, what was my now fiance, but my girlfriend and I went to go to a bar because she's Irish and I'm actually half Irish, less than half Irish, but I'm Italian Irish, as most of us are. My dad wanted to marry a nice Irish girl, So we go into the bar and she loves Busch Light, right?
God bless her.
God bless her. We were talking about High Life earlier, how it's our jam. Love Busch Light.
Does she still drink Busch Light?
Yeah, it's actually the only beer I think I have cold in the fridge, so I'm probably going to have one after the show.
Do you have olives?
I hate olives.
Do you have olives, though?
Yeah.
Give her a little splash of olive juice in a glass and then pour the Busch Light on it. Put a couple olives in there. I'm telling you.
Am I going to get laid?
You might end up fucking conceiving a kid tonight.
Oh, boy. Which I don't want to happen, so I'm not giving her the olives.
Pull out, though. You know what I mean? Keep the olives in the glass. Don't let her eat them.
Olives in, dick out. That's the way we go, right?
You know what I mean?
So we're in this bar in South Boston, like in the middle of the heart of Southie. So we go in there, and she goes, "Do you have Busch Light?" And he goes, "Where the fuck are you from?" Because they don't even know what that shit is over there.
Yeah.
And she's like, "We're from Ohio."
We got fucking Sam Adams, and we got Sam Adams. And we got fucking Oktoberfest Sam Adams.
So we chuckle, and she's like, "I'll have like whatever you have on tap, like Sam Adams or Budweiser or whatever."
Yeah, Sam
So we're
Adams.
sitting there, and these two girls come in, and Southie's like being very gentrified right now, right? So
Yeah.
there's all these like 20 somethings that are like moving to Southie. So these two girls come in, and they're like, they like sit at the booth table that's like raised. This is a classic Irish Boston bar.
Yeah.
And they like sit there, and the bartender goes, "What do you guys want?" And the one girl goes, "Can I have an espresso martini?" And he goes, "What the fuck is that?" And she goes, "It's like, I don't know, like espresso, like the X, right? Espresso."
Oh yeah. Everybody's had an espresso, but nobody's ever had an espresso.
And he goes, "Do you see this bar?" And it's like Jameson, Jägermeister.
Proper 12.
Yeah. He goes, "Do you see this bar?" He goes, "Do you think we got a fucking espresso martini?" And she goes, "Well, do you have any Moscato?" And he goes, "I don't know what the fuck Moscato is." He goes, "I got..."
Moscato lives over in fucking Charlestown.
Yeah. He goes, "I got fucking White Zinfandel over here in a bottle.
That's pretty close.
If you want it, it's like $2. And she's like, "Oh, I guess I'll have the White Zinfandel." Then he comes over to us and he goes, "Who the fuck do you think these fucking broads think they are?" I go, "I don't know, man." It's just amazing, like that gentrification thing where it's like,
Dude, so Boston is slowly becoming like Brooklyn 5 years ago.
yes.
And it's just like, dude, it's fucking. I mean, dude, my buddy Sully will fucking tell me about it all the time. He goes, "Yeah, I go down there and there's this fucking faggot trying to fucking talk to me." And I'm like, "I just want a fucking black coffee." Like, dude, he's like, literally, he's just asking me if you want fucking sugar or cream in it. And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking faggot." I mean, that shit's happening everywhere.
I know.
I mean, like, the craziest thing now is like where we live is, oh, you want to open a fucking craft beer place? Like, oh, fucking sweet. We live in Ontario where all our fucking booze is regulated. So if this guy has it, this guy fucking has it, and this guy fucking has it, and this guy fucking has it. Like, all you're gonna do is have a fucking. You're gonna serve fucking charcuterie, and you're gonna serve tacos. If I want fucking tacos, I'll just go down to the fucking Mexican place and get it off the fucking guys that pick the fucking grapes off the vines.
That's what's weird about what's going on right now in North America in general. It's like everybody wants to feel like they're a part of a culture, but they don't want to experience the actual culture.
Yeah. Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love rum. Why don't you go down to Cuba or like fucking bar? You know what I mean? Oh, no, fuck that. I just like it in a fucking bottle already. And they're like, well, what are you drinking? You're like, mojito. Mojito.
Yeah. And that's my favorite is when people try to pronounce like Italian or Spanish words with the accent when they don't know the fucking language.
My biggest fucking pep. Like my buddy Wiseman, he's from Stony Creek. We call it Tony Creek because there's a lot of Italians there. He ain't Italian. Like, we talk about like, whatever. And he's like, oh yeah. And it had mozzarella. I'm like,
oh my God. Mozzarella and the mortadella and the fucking.
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, you just told me like you had a mojito, and then on your pizza was fucking mozzarella. I'm like, you had a fucking Italian stroke. Like, dude, you had fucking mozzarella. That's what you had. Like, pronounce it all or don't pronounce fucking any of it. Like that fucking drives me up the fucking wall.
I had a mortadella sandwich.
We had a buddy
with some mozzarella.
We had a buddy, got with the Spanish girl, got with the fucking Spanish broad. Still together now, doing good. But he was everything. He's like, oh yeah, there he was. My birthday's in July. And my buddy looks at me and he goes, what's going on, Huston? And everything was just like, oh yeah, my favorite month is January. And it's like, bro, like, chill. Like, just chill. Just fucking relax. You know what?
Yeah, you were born in America and you're fifth removed from Italy or Spain, but yet you're like, I'll have the chorizo with some mozzarella and a bolognese. Like, you don't
Fucking
speak for it.
bolognese. That's it.
It's bolognese
Yeah.
and
Dude,
chorizo.
it's you're ordering it from a place where somebody's fucking selling it. They don't give a fuck what you fucking call it.
Right.
Bolognese. They don't give a fuck. They know what you're fucking talking about. You want some mortadella? Okay, no problem. Mortadella. They're like,
Yeah.
what do you want in it? You want
Mozzarella.
half pound? Like, yeah, it fucking kills you. You know what?
Just
I gotta
order
take
bologna.
I gotta take
Order
a quick
bologna.
piss. I want your 3 top
I
words
got
over pronunciated. Give me that right now.
top 3 over pronunciated.
You got to keep it going till I get back.
Well, what am I supposed to do? What if I gotta pee?
Just keep talking about these over pronunciated words.
Well, I think mozzarella. When people say mozzarella, it irritates me. Let's see here. Mortadella, which we've already discussed. I'm trying to think of a pasta that would be a good one. When people say bolognese, pisses me off. Spanish food. When people order Spanish food. It also makes me mad when people underpronounce them, like fajita. Like I had a buddy that ordered chicken fajitas one time. So I think there should be a nice medium in between you being English and Spanish or whatever other European language there is. Should be a nice medium. Say it the way you want to say it. It's a fajita. It's a quesadilla. It's mozzarella. It's mortadella. Say it how you want to say it. And even if you have an accent, that's fine. But you should always say it the way you want to say it. Those are my thoughts. Thoughts by Tony Bellato. That's a long P. I'm trying to think of another one that I don't like when people order. Oh, gabagool. That's the one. That's the worst one. Capicola. People say gabagool. And they only say it because they're referencing Sopranos. Because they've seen Sopranos. So if it's like a random person that walks in and they're like, I'll have some gabagool, but they're not really Italian, but they watch Sopranos once, and then the guy behind the counter is like, I don't even know what gabagool is, when it's actually capicola. And sopressata. Sopressata, the sausage, people call it supersada. It's all very confusing to me. All very confusing. So those are my 3.
All right.
Are you back? That was a long P, man. I drew it out as long as I could.
So I get in there. I start pissing. Moral of the story is I think my olives have gone bad.
Your olives between your legs or your olives
Just the olives that I keep in my fridge in my garage, I think I've gone bad in general. So over the past, fuck, 3 weeks, I've probably had about 12, maybe 15 of these Rebartinis. And I've always like, wow, I almost shit myself tonight. Wow, I almost shit myself tonight. And like out of nowhere, it's just only when I drink these things. And I've came down to the conclusion tonight after I almost shit myself again. My olives may be bad because Lord knows it's not the Miller.
Oh no, of course not.
It's not the Miller. I mean, I drank High Life for fucking years and I never shit myself. So it's yeah. You know what? We're gonna definitely, if you will come back on again, I'd love to have you here for a part two.
Whenever you want, man.
Sorry, part dos. Sorry, part dos.
Part Dolce.
part fucking dolce, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna touch on what I asked you before I went and took a fucking mystery shit. I want to say anything with a fucking J. I hate when people fucking try to Spanish pronunciate it. Like, no, my name's Justin. It's not Huston. It's not Houston.
Justino.
Mozzarella. Just fucking say it, mozzarella. That's it.
Gabagool.
Yeah, fucking gabagool. Say gabagool. Gabagool. No, it's fucking gabagool. That's it.
The sandwich with some gabagool.
Parmesan. Just Parmesan. What do you... So, you're sipping a red drink. Comes in a bottle. Comes from grapes. What are you drinking?
That depends.
Gonna be between 8 and 12%.
I mean, my favorite grape, and if you want to hear a joke, it's a good joke. My favorite grape is Pinot Noir. Of all, it's my favorite. I think it's the best grape to make wine by far. Burgundy and like Washington and Oregon, especially Oregon Pinot Noir is probably the best wine I've ever had in my life. So that's what I'm drinking. Give me a good Burgundy. Forget about
it. So there's people that call it vino. Vino is what people would call a red wine substance. And it's just like, yeah, you're drinking fucking wine. Yeah, I'm having a good glass of vino tonight.
Well, it's the same with the gabagool shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're drinking vino, but like what fucking kind?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just that fucking, what is it? Yo, I was at the liquor store today.
Like the Carlo Rossi bullshit or whatever.
It's a fucking Chicante.
Yeah.
Chianti,
yeah.
Chianti, yeah.
But so Chianti is like a region, right? So it's a place.
Wait, I thought it's a region, but you're never gonna find it in fucking less than fucking 10 liters. Like, why is it always in such a big fucking bottle?
Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, you're Canadian. I don't know why we get normal sized Chiantis that are nice.
Dude, so I shit you not, in Canada, you're gonna see it minimum. It's a 2-foot tall box if it comes in a box.
No, Chianti is like it's a region in Tuscany, so it's like a pocket of Tuscany where you can only grow certain grapes in order to be called a Chianti.
1,500 milliliters I got over there, and you know what, dude? This shit's from fucking 1996. Aged in a bottle. It's been in a bottle since 1996. Motherfucker's aged.
You should drink it or give it to somebody that doesn't care because it's going to be bad.
I was debating on mixing it in with something like where I put like 5 different kinds of alcohol and a bunch of Kool-Aid in something.
Yes.
Or giving it to a homeless person.
Yeah, or your friend, which I'm sure is 6 and 1/2 dozen, right?
A
They're the
homeless
same.
person.
Yeah, I'm sure one of your buddies doesn't give a shit.
Hey, this is my buddy Overpass Kyle. Fucking
Bro,
highway, fucking Hank over
you
here.
should have like a homeless guy as your co-host.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of thinking about that. Like, hey, bro, just come over here, run your mouth. I'll give you alcohol. I'll give you some weed. If you want cigarettes, I'll pay you in cigarettes. Just come over here and fucking spit the truth. But then again, I don't want them knowing where I live.
So do it remotely, like Rackball Willie. Remember Rackball Willie?
Hmm. Every homeless person has a cell phone with unlimited fucking data, right? They all have it. Like, fucking Obama phone is still just reigning fucking supreme. Nobody's
Obama phone.
returned them. Everybody still got fucking unlimited data.
Fucking Obama phone. That was crazy shit, man.
That's so. You know what the best joke is as a Canadian? Like, as a Canadian to American, you got. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Are you on your Obama phone? Like, you don't even have to cut out, but like you can make it like cut out. Oh, did you say fucking mozzarella or did you say mozzarella? Sorry, it must have been your Obama phone. It's just the greatest fucking just a joke ever.
So what about Trump? Like what did like the outside world look at Trump? Like,
So Canada is a huge fucking wrecking ball mess as far as politics go with our liberal government here.
right.
So our media, instead of focusing on the joke we have here, they focus on Trump in portraying him as what he's not doing or so-called mistakes, which I think is a joke because of how like worry about our own fucking thing here. Like what like and that's all they try to do is just fucking project, right? Project. There's more conservatives in Canada than there is fucking liberals. But liberals are like, you don't want to work. I want to get you $4,000 a month for not working because you're disabled. That's liberals here. COVID hit and they offered fucking it was 2,000 or no, sorry, $4,000 a month to anybody, regardless of your job. You can claim $4,000 a fucking month now if you're out of work because of COVID. Probably half the fucking population that was claiming this was making $2,000 a month. So they were making double the income to not fucking go to work.
So what's your employment like now? Because we have a huge unemployment thing going on here, right? As you
Dude,
know.
every fucking month and a half, 2 months. Oh, this is extended. This is extended now. This is extended. It's called this now instead of this, but file for it. You still get the exact same thing. Like, stop fucking catering to fucking people and just fucking let them try to work. We already have a shit ton of homeless people here. What's gonna happen if fucking you let fucking another 5,000 people go homeless? They're gonna start fucking working before they go homeless. If you're homeless, you want to be homeless. That's my opinion on it. If you're like, dude, you know how many people I've dude, you want a fucking job? I go through this drive through every day fucking tomorrow. You want a fucking job, man? Come to work with me right now. I'll fucking hire you. I can hire you right now. Oh no, I don't want you don't want to do what? You're
Well,
homeless. You don't pick and choose what fucking job you want to do. You're gonna do whatever the fuck puts food on the fucking table. Which yeah, it's fucking that's the fucking world that's became now. Is fucking oh, you could pick and choose what you want to do.
right.
You can pick and choose what the fuck you want to do. Whatever you want to do, oh, we'll wait for you. We'll fucking take care of you until you decide what you want to do. No, motherfucker, number one, you gotta work. Number two, you gotta provide the lifestyle you fucking want. You can't fucking pick and choose what you want. You don't think I would want to fucking do probably 3 other jobs than what I do now? I love my job, but would I rather just fucking sit there and fucking be a guy that fucking just, oh, let me open this fucking bottle of wine for you. Let me open this. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you about fucking, oh, come to the rebar right now and let me tell you about fucking what I think about scotch. Come here, man. Come here. Let me pour you some fucking 5 flight samplers of scotch right now that I got here. You're gonna provide the lifestyle for me that I fucking have working? No, it's not gonna happen unless somebody wants to come out with a rebar rosé. I'm just saying,
Oh,
a rebar rosé,
rebar
bro.
rose. Hey,
300 bottles. Guarantee you, they're sold within fucking a week.
I'll come out with it and sell it, not give you anything. It's fine.
Give me 2 bottles and I'm cool. 2 bottles and I'm fucking cool. Just one to fucking put right to my head, and the other one I'll sit on for like 10 years, so then I can flip it if it does. If it all sells good, I'll flip it for like $10,000, and then yeah, I mean that's the move I'm thinking right now. I got to make either a cigar or like a liquor, whether it's a craft beer, bourbon, whiskey, fucking something, just something you fucking put in your mouth and you swallow. Man, we could go to fucking sperm banks and now and just start donating rebar sperm. There's people that are like, oh, I'm not trying to get pregnant. I just want to swallow it or
And
fucking
then you're
rub
going
it
to
on
have
my
like
face.
71 kids and you're going to want them all. I think it was a CSI episode I watched or something.
Fuck.
Where the guy like donated to a sperm bank and then decided he wanted all of his own kids back, so he started kidnapping them.
Dude, I caught a fucking wild kitten on my deck fucking 2 weeks ago. And I could barely fucking take care of this thing right now. Like, not financially, but this thing just wants a lot out of me. Like, it's like, I want to play right now. And it's going to play whether you want to play or not. Like, you can move your hand and I'll chase it, or you just leave your hand there while you're sleeping. I'm going to fucking
And then
eat
I'm
it.
going to fucking chase it. Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, well, I might as well move my hand around because I'm not going to get, like, I got fucking hands that looks like the wrists of a fucking crack addict. Like, my fucking hands are just cut up right now from this little kitten, his little nails, his little teeth. We got this thing and it was like fucking 5-6 weeks old. It was fucking tiny. So its bites, its nails didn't hurt. But we raised it now for fucking 3 weeks now. It's a fucking straight killer, man. This thing's getting 4 meals a day. We got it on a schedule to get it big. I might put this thing in the UFC. I might put
You
this fucking
should.
cat in the UFC.
You should start like a Canadian cat fighting ring.
Like cockfighting, but cat fighting. Pussy fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pussy, oh my God.
I like that. Like the opposite of cockfighting. Just have two like kittens.
I wouldn't
fighting.
put my cat in it, but I would manage somebody else's cat because I don't want to see that happen to my cat, but I would manage somebody else's cat. I could be
Well,
like
I feel
Don
like you'd
King.
be a
I could be
good.
like Don King of it.
Yeah, you'd be like the Don King of cat fighting. But the thing is, if you put two cats in like the ring with each other, they would just sit in a corner and hiss. Like they wouldn't
They're
actually fight. They would
they're
just
gonna hiss or they're gonna purr. Like
yeah.
that's it. They might fight. I mean, so my fucking kitten, we call it Figaro or Figgy Smalls. His actual name. When we're watching TV in its back room, that's this little fucking domain. It's got its cat condo. It's got all its toys back there. He catches a reflection off the TV and he tries fighting the reflection in the patio door, which is himself. So he puffs his tail up, puffs his body up, starts swatting the window, starts swatting the window. Here's, and then he jumps with all 4 legs up in the air at a time, like he's a Mexican with the fucking, one of those cars with hydraulics. The way he just fucking carries himself around, it's like, bro, what are you doing? And you grab him, and he's just like pissed about something in the window, and it's like, when I bring you towards my face, it's not there, and you don't recognize me. All you see is this fucking cat. Very weird. And I almost feel like me and my wife have been together 13 years now. Been married for 7 as of Monday. She had a cat. When I got with her, she had a cat. And the cat was 3 years old, 4 years old. Fucking kitten still. Thing would torment me. We buy our house, move in together. It was cool with me. It was chill. I didn't give a fuck what it did. As long as you don't piss or shit on my floors, I don't give a fuck what you do. Fucking go eat those flowers on the dining room table. I don't give a fuck. You're going to do it while I tell you not to do it, or I don't tell you to do it. You're going to fucking jump up there and do it no matter what.
Correct. You have no control over that.
No, both of us are at work for fucking 8 hours a day, and that cat's by him fucking self, and he's going to fucking do it no matter what he wants to do. You can tell him, no, don't go up there while we're home. Once we're not home, the fucking thing's going to do what it fucking wants to do. My wife's like Dog the Bounty Hunter of having a fucking kitten. Like she's like Dog the fucking all these rules. She's got wild hair. Like I ain't gonna tell my cat not to fucking do it. I'm gonna tell him don't do this. If I tell you not to do it now when we're home, first thing you're doing when we're not home is you're fucking doing it. That's what she don't get. I can tell her like why tell her? Like, big deal. He's walking across the fucking kitchen table. I eat food on there, and he's not bugging me while I'm eating food, and he's standing on the kitchen table. I
And he's
don't
going to
care.
walk across it no matter what. I have to pee now. I don't have to poop. I have to pee.
Hey, you think that now, but you wait till you fucking open up one of those holes, and all of a sudden, whoop, you got to catch it, right? You got to do that. It's like when you fumble something and you fucking catch it before it hits the ground. And you're like, all right, we're good. I'm going to do this now.
Oh, now we got to turn ourselves around.
I'm going to carry this on. You go, and then we're going to wrap up the show. Part 1 of 2, maybe part 1 of 4. Who knows?
Oh, I'm down.
Dude, we could do a wine sampling episode. We could do fucking.
We can do whatever you want, man.
Rosé sampling episode. Yeah, go.
Do a rosé pairing. I'm going to pee on the floor.
Go to your number 1 or number 1 plus 1. Could be a 2. I don't know. Just go. Go.
It'll be quick. It'll be fast.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, what I'm getting is like my wife wants to set all these rules for a fucking cat where we're not home for like 12 hours a day, probably combined total. And it's like you set all these rules for where we're home, but when we're not home, the fucking thing it's gonna do it anyways. It don't give a fuck. It don't care. Okay, you cool. Yeah, I'm cool doing that. Second you go to sleep, I'm going up there doing that. You don't fucking know the difference. People put too many fucking rules and restrictions on fucking pets. They're just pets. Like it's just stoked on doing what it's stoked on doing. Like, oh, I'm sorry, my cat's jumping up on you. The cat's jumping up on you because it wants to fucking cuddle. A dog jumping up on you, what's fucking happy? It wants to see you. It wants to pet you. I get it. It's a little bit awkward because it's fucking the way to some humans. But the fucking thing's happy to see you. It's better than like every time I come over to your house, your fucking dog growls at me and tries to fucking bite me. They put homeowners put this in the same fucking category where it's like, oh fuck, I'm sorry, my dog was fucking slapping you with its tail and trying to jump on you and wanted to pet you. Like that's while you're eating dinner, the fucking cat sat on the edge of the table and fucking just hung out. Like fuck that. Like what the my dude want to sit there and fucking sit on the table with me while I eat after he hadn't seen me for fucking 8 hours? Want to fucking come hang out with me and just sit there and fucking watch me? I'm fine with that. Fucking that. People put too many fucking rules on pets. Put too many rules on pets. And when you think about it, it's called a pet. A pet. Just think about that definition. And I mean, there's a lot of people with fucking pets out there. Tony's got fucking coyotes. He fucking feeds just random stuff, man. They drink his fucking rosé. These fucking coyotes. And dude, they ain't got no rules. They ain't got no rules. Tony, I was just telling them about people with pets and too many fucking rules.
Well, people have too many rules in general.
And I was telling them about these fucking these coyotes that you feed, and then they drink the rosé. I'm like, they ain't got no rules.
Nobody should have any rules, in my opinion.
So that's what I said. So you have a pet dog, right? It barks at somebody when they come into your house. You're like, don't do that. The next person comes into their house, it's fucking wanting to jump on them and it's happy and it wants to fucking sit on them and be on them. No, don't do that. Well, what the fuck you want this animal to be?
Right.
Right? Like how the fuck are you manipulating something you think you're smarter than?
That's why I don't have animals, man. But at the same time, I want my dog to attack people, but I don't want it to shit on my floor. Like those are my rules.
But I mean that's fairly easy. So that's why hey, go outside, attack, and you can shit wherever the fucking shit on the guy you're attacking. That's pretty easy.
Don't shit in here. And I think I'm gonna have the same ethos with my kid. Like if somebody fucks with you, fuck back, 100%. And don't shit in my house or on my floor. That's it.
Yeah,
that's how you raise a kid.
But
I think that's rebar child raising 101.
It's gonna be a book, Kid Raising for Dummies, rebar style.
Yeah. Don't shit in the house.
Should they shotgun in the house? No. If they shotgun in the house, should they use the rebar shotgun opening tool? 100%.
Yeah.
This is like you catch your fucking kid or dog or cat having sex, and then they're like, "But I'm wearing protection." And you're like, "Oh, that's fine. Fuck away." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just keep going at it.
Yeah.
You want some lube? Don't drink too. Did you drink too much whiskey, dog? You're gonna have whiskey dick. You ever notice you drink a fair amount of whiskey?
I used to. I actually don't drink whiskey anymore.
Is that for penile reasons?
No, it's because I like it too much. I drink too much of it.
So you're like me. That's why when I drink whiskey, I only limit it to the show where I get a pour, maybe 2 pours. That's it. I've always found something, you know.
I drank whiskey. Me and Jeremy drank too much whiskey. Sorry to interrupt you. We drank too much whiskey in Bend, Oregon, and stole a World War II truck that was in the center of town.
That was still the least amount of things that happened with all this BLM movement in fucking Oregon. You know what I mean? They were like, fuck, thank God these guys are rolling out of here with this Jeep and they're not rioting.
Well, yeah. Oregon, they're like, yeah, dude, you could take it. Whatever.
Yeah, right? They're like, take it, just, vote fucking communism. Just take it, though. Right, like, we're good with that. Just, please don't leave any burnout marks on our lawn. All right. Tony. Have I been saying your name right this entire time? I always feel like Bellato.
That's it.
Bellato.
Yeah, it's the coolest way you could possibly say a last name is the way my last name is said.
When I think of your name, I think of the Bellagio.
But like Bellagio, I don't think is as cool. Because you have to like end it with EO, right? So like Tony Bellato.
Bellagio is like pretty cool, but it's like you could get AIDS or smoke crack. Bellato is like you're refined and you're just fucking with fucking liquors. Ripping darts, liquors, and having a good time. Bellagio is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Tony Bellato. Like, this could be your alter ego. Yeah, I fucking had Tony Bellato on the show. Fucking pretty good. We fucking drank a bunch of stuff, fucking shot the shit about whatever. Like, yeah, I had Tony Bellagio on the show, and like we started tying off our fucking veins and shooting up.
Yeah, or like I had Tony Bellagio on and he wore a dress. It could go either way.
And all of a sudden I hooped a twisted tea instead of shotgunning it. I'm just like, watch this. I'm going to open it and shove it up my asshole.
Right.
Like, that's pretty crazy. Like, that's fucked up. All right. You have any closing words for the show? You have a final statement?
I don't. It was a blast. Thank you for having me on.
Dude, I'm telling you, we got to do I'm thinking at least a 2-part, maybe 3-part.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't actually talk about cigars or wine or anything, so we need to do that next time. Or if not, fuck it. We do it the 3rd time. Or if not, fuck it, we do it the 4th.
We could talk about cartwheeling.
We could.
I can't really cartwheel, but I could fucking toss that fucking thing around. Like, I could look like a cartwheel.
I can cartwheel.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next episode, JP fucking Fingers, Tony fucking Bellato. We're going to go hang out now after the show. Peace.